Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this Wednesday's Facebook card reveals for you all. Just want to say happy Halloween Eve. The veil between the two worlds is very thin at the moment as we are nearly on that sort of strand or thread of the witch's hour. So just want to say a massive thank you to those lovelies that came to support me at the Zoom demonstration of mediumship last night. It was a beautiful evening, some great messages that were coming through from your loved ones in the spirit world. And I really hope you felt the love and the connection of life beyond this physical world. So let's look at these cards and sort of see where the energies are taking us. So, as we're going into card number one, we're going into the energy of invisibility, and it just says at the bottom here, authenticity. It might be that some of you at the moment are just feeling like the world has been quite loud, quite exaggerated. Maybe some of you are actually just feeling like you need to sort of hibernate and kind of be invisible a little bit for a while. So this is about kind of pulling back. This is about you perhaps going inward a little bit. And if you feel like you've been seen, if you feel like you've been part of too much stuff, it's just literally pulling back, pulling away, and kind of going within. And it's like sometimes with this card, I feel it's about not having to explain or justify your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. It's just actually being almost real and authentic and holding space for you. So sometimes people don't need to know your motivations or your reasons of why you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes like we just have to put these boundaries or these things into place for them to happen. And I feel like this is a time to be quite, not secretive as in you've got anything sort of deceitful or dark to hide, but it feels like a sacred time for yourself. And I feel like I'm seeing like this as a need to be quite, it's almost like sacred, going into that energy of sacred space for you. So don't share your ideas, don't share your thoughts, don't tell people too much about what you're planning or what you're going to be doing. And when you're ready to launch something or put something out there, just do it, just kind of be part of something. Because what's really kind of interesting with this invisibility cloak, you can feel and you can become invisible for a time if you need to sort of have that solitude or that sort of hermit energy or hibernation. But when you're ready to be part of the world again, you can pull this cloak off, and there's this big sort of shaft of kind of moonlight behind on the card. So you carry that magic, you carry that light within you. So when you're ready to be seen, when you're ready to be noticed again, that will come to the forefront. But maybe for some of you at the moment, maybe life has been quite heavy, maybe it's been quite challenging, maybe you've been processing quite a lot of personal emotions. To me, this feels like going into a space of like personal care and personal healing. And it might just be that too many people have wanted a piece of you and you're just needing to pull back because there's this feeling of almost wanting to tell everybody to sod off, but maybe not being in a position where you can do that at the moment. So make your life work on your terms, but keeping it real and keeping it sort of serving and working in the way that you need it to. Now then, as we're moving into card number two, we're going into the energy of Skull of Flowers. And it just says here at the bottom, creating through the ashes. I see this as very much a card of rebirth. Okay, so to me, flowers represent blossoming. They're all about transformation. They're showing that kind of magic, that beauty. And ashes represent endings, something that has been a cycle of completion. So to me, the fact we've got kind of creating through the ashes, I feel some of you are in a massive stage or cycle of rebirth at the moment. I think perhaps you've maybe had to change parts of your world, and it might not even be something that you signed up to do. I think what I feel with this a little bit is it being quite circumstantial. So it could be that other people's actions or other people's inputs or behaviors have changed what your life is or how your life was, and you're having to sort of start again. But what's great with the flower card is, Mother Nature, she kind of cares and tends to the earth so easily, so freely, that Mother Earth can give us this cycle of love. She can give us this cycle of life again. So what I'm really feeling with this, it might be that some of you have been leaving jobs, relationships have come to an end, maybe house or home, maybe there's been some changes of physically where you live, and maybe that's had to be altered. Whatever it is, I can't see obviously the finer details, but it feels like there has been quite definite endings, and so you're in this stage of rebirth. It could be that some of you have lost beautiful people to the world of spirit, and you're now having to sort of redesign life in a more independent way. And that's huge, isn't it, when that happens? So however this sort of sits and resonates for you, the flower is blossoming, the flower is opening up. And I just sort of feel like, you know, you are being reborn, and whatever this new life holds and has in store for you, it might not be something you sort of fully thought was going to happen or how your life would be, but it can still be fabulous. It can still be good. It can still be beautiful. You know, flowers show their own independent beauty to the world, and you still have that within your own heart center. So whatever you've been battling, whatever you've been going through, this is a piece of your story. It's not your final destination. So it's time to sort of be reborn. It's time to go after, you know, this new version of life and enjoy it for what it is. Definitely. And finally, as we're going into card number 3, we're going into the energies of graveyard, and it just says here, unnecessary fear. So it might be that some of you have been really sort of beating yourself up. Maybe there's been a lot of imposter syndrome. Maybe some of you have been really fretting or stressing about things that can't be changed. And actually, what's really interesting with the graveyard card is this is wanting to bring peace into your world. It's a very simple message of actually welcome in, allow peace within your world. Because when we get stressed or we fear something, you know, it doesn't change what's to come. It doesn't change what's to happen. You know, that stuff will still happen the way it's meant to. So I suppose what this is suggesting and saying is don't torture yourself with this. And when you go into a graveyard, they do tend to be very calm. They do tend to be a very grounding place, and they do tend to be filled with this feeling of instant peace. You know, a lot of people say that our graveyards they're full of sadness. I don't often feel necessarily the sadness so much. I just feel the unconditional love and the peace, you know, and I feel this is what this message is about. So if you're not welcoming that into your heart for whatever reason, start to do so. If you're getting sort of, you know, in this cycle where you're spinning plates and you're feeling like you're juggling too much, something has to change, something has to die, something has to stop, you know, to be a little bit reset. So to me, this is a bit like I can't speak. This is a bit of a reset card at the moment. And I just kind of feel, don't fear the changes, don't fear the cycles that you're going through, because they're going to happen for the highest of good, you know, and just flow with it if you can. I hope that makes sense. So a cool set of cards this week. I'm going to leave them with you. I didn't say interesting because I keep getting pulled up on interesting. So a cool set of cards this week. So there we go. And I hope you can make sense of their messages. Just want to say tonight, really buzzing, really excited. I'm going to be down in Yeovil at a brand new space. I've heard it's a bit of a swanky club in town, so I'm looking forward to it. It is the Meet at 8 Club down in Yeovil. I'm going to be doing a Halloween Eve demonstration of mediumship. It is fully sold out, so if you've secured a ticket, I will see some of you lovelies a little bit later on. Very excited for that. And then obviously the big one, on Saturday, we are going to be doing, or I'm going to be doing, my Witches Market and Psychic Fair over in Westbury, Wiltshire, at Lee Park Community Centre. I say it all the time, but this really is the last one that I'm doing there for this year and for the foreseeable future. There's going to be a relocation of venue afterwards, so this is absolutely the last one happening in Lee Park Community Centre. So if you're free, if you're stuck for something to do, this is a free entry event happening from 11 o'clock until 4:30. Come along, get involved. It would be great to see some of you lovelies there. There's going to be a host of amazing readers, therapists, stall holders, just fabulous, magical people, people that I really love and I really entrust, and just, it's going to be awesome. It's just going to be a really awesome day. So I am fully booked for reading, so apologies about that, but there are some other great readers there. So get booking, get pre-booking. It's always a good idea to do so. And yeah, it's just going to be a cool one. So I've got a really, really lovely witchy week happening at the moment. Some people ask me, what do I do for Halloween? So Halloween I always keep as a sacred day for myself. So tomorrow I'll be doing a little bit of a blessing spell for myself, because for me, I feel Halloween is very much the honouring of the witch's new year. So it's when I sort of put my manifestations, my dreams, my goals for the year ahead. So I'll be doing a personal spell for that. And then in the evening, I'm catching up with some friends and we are having a cheeky takeaway and a little bit of a private seance. So that's going to be really cool. But whatever you're getting up to tomorrow for Halloween, if you do anything for it, then just enjoy it. for what it is. Obviously, stay safe, stay well, and just send a little thought to your loved ones in the spirit world, because like I say, that veil is extra thin at the moment, and that energy can be picked up a little bit quicker than usual. So have a cool one. I hope the messages resonate and make a bit of sense. See some of you lovelies tonight in Yeovil, and see some of you guys in Westbury on Saturday. Have a cool one. Bye for now.